messy world, but we're back to help clean this shit up. Um, Energetically speaking, for the next 5 days, do your absolute best to put out all of your intentions, all of your wants, your desires. Um, be very proactive with your affirmations. Every little thing you do in the next 5 days can really make a difference in your life. Trust me when I tell you this. We are in the second wave of the runs, as we call them in the Mayan calendar. This is we had the alpha already. This is the omega run, where it's a stretch of days where the energy is really ripe and potent for um, manifesting. I mean, it helps if you know the calendar because you can really directly work with the energies of the day. Synchronero 1320 is an app you can get at the Play Store that has all that information. Or a download from lawoftime.org and you can see it. I mean, but it's a lot to go through to get to that part and understand what that means. So when I say I've done it, I've been through it a couple times, I've taught it, I've lived it. The next 5 days, put your best foot forward for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's just starting something new, just a little bit each day. I don't care if it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, but whatever you invest right now and in the next 5 days, it's really going to start popping. You know what I'm saying? Keeping your energy clear at this time, meaning, you don't want to be around any influences that are going to get in the way of that. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be around anything that's going to bring your energy down. If you're going to be around people who support you, blah, 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 raise you up, lift you up, respect you, blah, 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 right? But honestly, we've been in it for the past couple of days, and I kind of like doing that now before I tell people because I want you to already have the experience one way or the other without the influence of it. But now that we're about halfway through the next 5 days, is a powerful time, a really potent time to get your energy lined up and start manifesting what you want. And this is coming from the Mayan calendar side of things, okay? What's going on, everybody? Just really driving the point home that the next 5 days are really, including today. So it's not like you have to wait. You've already been doing it. You may have seen it in the past couple of days, how things have changed slightly, like you're able to bring more things in if that was your thing. But if you were on the other side of the scale and you were looking at things in a negative sense, you brought that in just as fast. And that's the energy of it now. The portals are like wide open, you know what I'm saying? So it's important that you really be honest with yourself for what you want and what you need now, and really the commitment to whatever it is that you're asking for. Don't ask for a relationship if you're not up to it. You know what I'm saying? If you're not in a good place for it, you may ask to get to that place to get in a relationship. You understand what I'm saying? In these 5 days, rather than trying to skip steps. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean by be absolutely honest with yourself. Um, Absolutely honest with yourself. And the other thing is, during this time, you're going to have a lot of people who have nothing going on for themselves pop out the woodwork because it's almost like they can sense this energy and that there's people who are actually about that life and want to just cause disruptions or whatever. These people have nothing. You know what I'm saying? And it's a shame because they can get in the same boat, but life has dealt them hands that they were unable to play correctly, even after getting a good hand. You know what I'm saying? You ever see somebody who got all the spades and still can't run that train and fuck it up? That's what I'm talking about. So this is like don't even mind them. You can think these motherfuckers out of existence right about now. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they don't know you. Like, that's the worst, because they don't know the cousins that come with you. They will set themselves up, so you let them go ahead and set themselves up. You know what I'm saying? And that'll be their way out, so to speak. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You come here asking stupid questions like that, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, You ain't got time for that. Now is the time because of the way the world is changing. Um, not just even on a social and political and all that level, but energetically. Some people are not going to be able to survive in the climate that we're coming into simply because the energy is too high. You know what I mean? That's like putting 50 watts through a 20-watt bulb. And a lot of people aren't geared for that because they haven't done the work. Don't be one of those people. And when I say doing the work, this is really going in and changing the things about yourself that need to be changed. And most people know, but sometimes it takes a checkup. Sometimes you need to go see a doctor, kind of thing, and get other perspectives. You feel what I'm saying? What's going on? Have a good day. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all in at least a healthy state of mind. You know what I'm saying? Even if everything else may be a little topsy turvy, if you have a good mind and a good heart, you're still in a very good position to win. You know what I mean? Just don't give up on yourself. But this is the perfect time for those of you who are still in the in the running. You know what I'm saying? The people that are still putting that work in on themselves. 5 days, these next 5 days, really take advantage of it. And don't do things like you used to do it. And this is part of the whole shift, the year being a 10 year. You don't want to do things you've already done. You want to really try something new because that's really going to open your mind up. You know what I'm saying? So let's look at the cards. Today's glyph for the calendar is the blue monkey. And the blue monkey is about magic, having fun, laughter, joy. Go check out comedy shows or videos. You know what I'm saying today. That's a good. Just goofing off today is going to be monumental for your energy. Um, Monumental because it's one of the glyphs that supports this energy that I'm talking about. So letting go, you know what I'm saying? Playing the dozens with your homies, whatever. But on the flip side of that, because we always got to look at both sides, you want to make sure that the monkey is not the monkey on your back. Addictions, bad habits. You don't want to relapse, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to revert back to a former self kind of thing or be around people who carry that energy that would be an influence on your energy. Um, where people are trying to throw monkey wrenches in your, you know what I'm saying? You gotta laugh it off. You really just gotta laugh it off. Because, like I said, when things like this come around, when these certain milestones of, you know, the calendar and different points in time happen, that's when they send them in to just throw you off. So you don't benefit from your own work, you know what I'm saying? Because you're distracted by what everybody else is talking about. So let's take a look at the cards. Now, the first card out we have, and this is the painting we're doing currently when we do the lives at night. So if you want to stop in anytime, you're more than welcome. But the card here is the healing card to start. This is what I'm talking about because not only is this about healing and making wishes come true, this is Aquarian energy, which is the alien, the weirdos. This is about being authentic. And on the other side of that, we have Leo, which is about the self. So this is really about how you feel about yourself at this time. Really makes a difference, especially when you're working with the energy I've been discussing, right? Card on top of that, there it is, the strength. I was just talking about Leo, and there it is. And the other card is the wheel. So this is how things turn. This is how things are turning. This is your chance, your opportunity to, get off the wheel of karma is what I want to say to you. And what I mean by that is you're not repeating another cycle doing the same shit that you did the last time. You want something new. You want something that's going to push you out of your comfort zone so that you can grow from it. You understand? But this is also coming out of something because this is subconscious energy that she's rising out of, or what's underneath the surface is popping up. So again, the authenticity of being who you are, being true to yourself right now is really what this energy supports and really what this energy is going to help you accomplish. You know what I mean? In whatever way is cool for you. There's no judgment over here. You know what I mean? About your decisions and how you feel about your life. That's all your business. We're just here to show you the energy that's available to support your endeavors and translate some of these meanings and you know what I'm saying, give you a not even a cheat code, but just a heads up. Just a heads up. We'll get one more for Fancy's deck. Fancy's deck is still available if you like a deck or you know anybody, because gifting decks is really a ritual in itself. It seems like it's more powerful if it's gifted to you rather than you go buy it. So if you have a friend that reads tarot, or you know, even if you want to keep it for yourself, that's not even a problem. You can gift yourself. But I have decks available. All you gotta do is email me. We'll get one more out of Fancies, and then we'll see what we're gonna do later on. We might stay with this painting. We might switch over. King of Hearts. This is the ultimate. This is the big daddy of the Destiny card system. And this deck has different systems in there, 78 images all together with different meanings. Has no book because you are the book. It's an inner child deck. It's meant for you to explore it the way you feel. And just like this card, it should say something to you subconsciously, and you should have your own opinions about it. Or your own interpretations, excuse me. But this archetype right here speaks of unconditional love. As you can see, all these children are different hues. They don't have exactly the same features like you would if a brother or your sister were all from the same mom and dad. So this isn't all encompassing. It's not about being a stepfather or a stepmother. Let's not get that. But this is loving everybody, regardless of where they came from, equally in this relationship. And this is what makes this archetype a king. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't matter if you're male or female. Embodying this energy is just embodying the energy. I would say if you want to take it there for females, this is more of the active principle of you showing how you love. You know, the way you prepare meals or the way you dress your child up or, you know, just the conversations you have, the nurturing that you do, right? Unconditionally, that means one kid gets it the same as all the other kids. Nobody's getting treatment, special treatment, or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? And for you dudes, the same thing. It's like embodying the energy of the King of Hearts, unconditional love. And that doesn't mean that people just go around doing what they want to do. Now, to get to the King, you had to go through everything before that. So that's like the Three of Hearts. You know what I'm saying? Four of Hearts. You had to go through the Five of Hearts. You had to have your heart broke. You had to have bad relationship here or there. You know what I mean? But it's really finding forgiveness for all that because you see how it shaped your view, especially if you've made it to this kind of energy or archetype. And if not, it's something that you can shoot for as a focus because the journey means something. You know, it's not a punishment. It's not something going against you. It's meant to teach you something about yourself so that you can see these different parts of yourself. The 52 cards are really nothing but like DNA. They're archetypes that are visual so that we have a connection to those inner parts of ourselves. So this is what it's meant to do, is to bring that out. And if you can embody this energy at this time, this lighthearted, unconditional, it's like, don't matter who's in the party, you're going to cut up and have fun with everybody. You know what I'm saying? We're not looking at people based on what they were born, how they were born. Let's just put it that way. Whether male, female, I don't care what their preference is. Because why would you care? You're not going home with these motherfuckers anyway, right? You got what you like, kind of thing. So you're just accepting and meeting people where they are, and you get that same respect in return. And if not, you know you have no business spending your energy where it's at. The Moon card. These are the clarifiers for the King. And the Page of Wands. Secret admirers, perhaps. Something very new, very fresh, has a lot of passion behind it, but it feels like secret admirers. Maybe some of you have that kind of dynamic going on in your life. And partly because you are an example if you are embodying this King of Hearts energy. Why wouldn't you have people who are crushing on you in a certain way? You know what I'm saying? The moon is basically things that are hidden that we can't quite see, things that are in the dark, a bit of a mystery. And then we have a page with a scroll, or not a scroll, Could be any kind of communication, whether it be telephone, text, social media. It could just be an energetic message. Like if you've ever been in one of those relationships where you had a really deep bond where you can kind of feel what another person feels, that's kind of what can go on here too. It's like a telepathic thing for all of you uh, evolved beings out there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about already. But these are like passionate messages from secret people, the people you may not know or have no idea that maybe they feel this way, because we're still dealing with the heart chakra here. You understand what I'm saying? Um, it could be somebody younger than you because we have a page, or it could be just something that's brand new. This is somebody you've recently come across who may have had a little liking for you, you know what I'm saying, based on this energy right here of unconditional love, of acceptance. But this is more of self-acceptance as well, as well. The desires of the heart, the trials and tribulations. Like you've had to take accountability for your part in everything as well in order to be that mature, to be a king or a queen. You know, let's get one for the closing. If you like a personal reading, month of May, I'm doing for. If you catch this video and you hear me say it, I can get you for 25 for 45 minutes. All you have to do is the email. It's in the description box. Any of the description boxes in any of the videos, whether they be art or tarot or transformer reviews. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And we're going to add some more to the channel as far as what we do. And it's really pointing towards this energy, because this is what I feel. Cycles that are changing are not the old ones. So you have to remember that. People that you meet this time around may have similar qualities, but you're going to handle it different way because you have the experience. You might not pass up on opportunities that you did before because of the experience. You understand? So it can go either way. It can go a multitude of ways. You know your situation better than I do. But just know the wheel is turning by you just being authentic, standing in your power, because this is a learning curve right here. When you have Leo and Aquarius, who are opposite signs facing each other, that's a learning curve. So the both of them showing up here shows a lot of self-healing, a lot of introspection is going on. It's like that Big Get song with Stevie Brown, "We're Stepping Out." You know what I'm saying? It's like, really, what do you have to lose right now? What do you have to lose right now in a world like this? What do you have to lose by enjoying your life and the moments in life fully and authentically and honestly? No filter kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Unapologetically be who you are. What do you have to lose now? So for a lot of people, this is that moment when we step off the cliff, so to speak, and we're stepping out on faith. You know what I'm saying? But this is also a lot of us revealing things about ourselves that maybe nobody knew before. A talent, a gift, whether it's because it was deemed, like back in the day when I learned Reiki, that was not a big thing. So I couldn't have that conversation with too many people. But now, you know what I'm saying? Now that the spiritual thing is picked up and there's a lot more information, now I can start having that conversation. It's that kind of thing, you know what I mean? Or maybe it's something as basic as you could sing or you could draw or act or something like that. Anything that involves expression, self-expression, something that you really love to do. You know what I mean? You might have been the shit in the club, the acting club in high school, but you kind of left it there, but still got the desire. It's like, get on these sites where you can, be extras on movies or something like that. Like, like really take a chance on yourself. And to reiterate, in this next 5 days, this is a perfect time to do these endeavors. So in closing, we have the Temperance card. And this is really what it's about. Having a balance in your life right now. Where you're not working all the time. That you're taking time to relax and enjoy life. or vice versa. You're not sitting on your keister. You're putting the work in, not just wishing for things to happen. It doesn't work like that, right? The time you spend with yourself as opposed to the time that you give to others is important. And to support these two cards, we have the Swords and the Devil. Four of Swords. Yeah, that's the get up, get out, and get something right there card. The time for rest and healing is over. Those old attachments, those old contracts are over once you balance things. Once you have a good balance, there's nothing that can really bind you. You know what I'm saying? You're really free. And also, you're up and about. This isn't about sitting around at this time and waiting for things to happen. The healing part is already taking place. And this is more of the maintenance of that healing. You know what I mean? If you got over a bad relationship, well, this is the maintenance of your new relationship with yourself, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Making sure you treat yourself the way you would want somebody else to treat you, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? So it's not a thing to go out today and treat yourself to a lunch or something that you don't usually do, or just do something on the fly. You don't have to plan it. You know what I mean? Maybe that was part of what you were working on prior to this. So it depends, like I said, really where you are now and how you feel about yourself on the journey right now. So that is the reading for today. We'll be back sometime, maybe tomorrow, depending on the energy, and follow up with this right here, because this is a lot of great supportive energy. A lot of things can be done in the next 5 days. Okay? So till the next, I'll talk to you later.